Alright, we're going to try this for the 380 first. What? We're going to try this again. Whatever. It's like third try. So, this is my 2003 Honda XR80. Paid $350 for it. It's really cheap. It's barely held together with zip ties and twine. But what it needs right now is a carburetor rebuild. So, that's what I'm going to be doing right now. And I have this little rebuild kit. I don't mind the SD card because my GoPro was like, no SD card found. I was like, well, that's not right. So I had to replace it. But, okay, we aren't going to worry about that. So I have this, which is the, let's see, All Balls Racing carburetor rebuild kit for my Honda XR80. And so, right now, pretty much what we're going to do is take off the carburetor and put this on. That's my camera. There we go. And put this on. So, see right here, there's the carburetor, and we're just going to have to take this off and try to deal with it. And I'm not going to pretend like I knew how to do this just off the top of my head, because I did have to look up a video. But, you know what, we're just going to do this now. So, let's start with taking off the carburetors. Alright, so I'm back, and first thing we're going to do is just take this off, which should be pretty easy. We're just going to take a screwdriver with a flathead, put it in there, and pop this little clip on here, and just like that, we're going to lift that up and just give her a good old push. Set that right there. Alright, so I'm back. I had to take a little break there, but I took off the entire manifold just because I'm going to have to replace this gasket. And these bolts are, well, this bolt's correct, but this bolt was wrong, and this one's starting to get stripped. So I have two new bolts for that, and then I have that new gasket. Now also, I took off the fuel line from the gas tank because I didn't want to have to deal with that right now. We're going to unscrew this top cap and get this off, that way it's not in the way. We're gonna just pull that out just like that. Then we have your carburetor, and so now I'm gonna use this rag and set it on there. But first I'm gonna go drain the bowl real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that I've drained the float bolt from it, we're going to take off this hose, and by that we're just going to undo this hose clamp. Also, it is 1,000 degrees in this garage, so I'm sorry if I'm huffing and puffing, but I'm going to take this off. Ew, I have a hair in my mouth. Well, that should be loose enough. Yep. And so, now we're going to flip this upside down, hope nothing comes out. We're going to take off these two screws. And those are just Phillips, so this should be pretty easy. Yep, it's just, I've already been in this carburetor once. I got this bike several weeks ago, but I have been in this carburetor once, and I found that the main jet was the wrong size. It is a 85, and it's supposed to be a 95 from factory. This kit comes with a 90 and a 95, so that's interesting for the sizes. And so we're gonna knock this little pin out. I don't know if I can do it this small, but yeah, I think I can. Get my needle nose. Just gonna grab that pin and pull it through. Maybe. There we go. All parts for this I'm gonna keep somewhere. Don't know where. Somewhere I'm gonna keep it. Actually, I know exactly where I'm gonna keep it. We are gonna open that up. We're gonna leave that there. I'm gonna keep all the carburetor parts that are going to be going back on right there. So next is going to be the float and the jet. We don't care about that jet, so since that's not going to be going back on, I set that over there. Okay, so now we're gonna take this flathead, we're gonna take out the 2 jets. Also, probably not wise of anyone to be using a screwdriver that's real dirty like this, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. That's not gonna be going back in, and you guys aren't gonna be able to see it, but right there it says 85, and it is definitely not supposed to be like that. So okay, I didn't know if the screwdriver is going to be too big, but I mean it is, but it'll work. So got the pilot jet out, and now we have to take this out. So, you know, not always the correct tools for the job, but you know, it's what we have on hand. So we're just gonna loosen it just like that. Gonna be pulling out that. Ooh. So that's all the jets taken out. Now we're gonna take out the idle and airflow, or air fuel mixture thing. Yeah, I'm tired and I'm hot, so I'm hot. But these 2 screws are just there to adjust, so we're gonna take them out because we also have new seals and springs for both of these. So that'll be nice to have replaced. Also, you guys probably aren't going to be able to see half of this because this is my first time using this GoPro on a head mount. So, I'm not angling my head correctly, as weird as that sounds. I'm trying to keep an eye on my phone that tells me which way I'm looking, but you know, you never know. Okay, now there is a spring in there right there, and we're going to use, see if actually I can just use the jet, or the needle. Yeah, yes I can. Using that, and then that right there. And so, let's see, what we have right here are new parts. I hate to, actually I'm gonna set these right up on there. This is a new needle. This is a new jet. Or no, that's a needle. That's also a needle. Whatever. You see where I'm going with this. So actually, we just have a completely new screw. That is awesome. We have this little baby spring, which I think that is that. Yeah, it is. So I'm actually not going to get rid of that idle screw spring because I don't think we have a backup one. So I'll put that on there. We are gonna put this into here. And actually, you know what, guys? Give me a second. I'm gonna blow this out with an air compressor, and then I'll be just right back. So I just blew this out, and so we're gonna, there it is. We're gonna put this back in. Now, the way that we should do this is we're gonna put it in all the way, and then we're gonna blow it out 2 screws, or not blow it out 2 screws. We're gonna unscrew it 2 turns. And so, let's see here if I can do this right. See, that's it. And then it's 1. It's 2. Now I don't know if it's gonna be the same on the idle, but I'm just gonna say that it is. So we're gonna do that 2. So like I said, we're just gonna do this in for all the way and then out 2 screws, which, like I said, don't know if that's right, but we're gonna just trust that it is. So 1, 2, just like that. We have that. This is not a part of the carburetor. That is a part of my air compressor. And I think the seal is actually for is for that. I do not know what that is for. Oh, I know exactly what that's for. That's for the drain bolt down here, I reckon. We're going to undo this drain bolt completely on this float, or not float, on the bowl. Yep, I was right. So right here we have the old seal, and I don't have a pick to take it off with, but we're going to just hopefully get it out if I can get my fingernails. Yep, there we go. Just gonna roll it down there. Let's see that that's the right one. That does not look like the right one. I think it is though. I wanna hope that it is, because this seal has been leaking quite a bit. So it is on there. We're gonna screw this in there and see. Oh yeah, that doesn't look right. That's the thing, is if you don't know what you're doing, it is just trial and error, which sucks. So I'm gonna come back in a little bit, and here I'll even let you see it is not the right one. But let me do some looking, and I'll be right back, and I'll tell you guys where that goes. So I'm not gonna lie, guys. I spent like 20 minutes trying to figure out where this little seal went. And it turns out that I don't think it fits this carburetor, because this is, I think, the wrong drain bolt for the float bowl, as you guys can see right there. It's not the right one, because it would go right out there on the outer ring. You can actually see where the metal is a different color, because one had been sitting there, but it looks like someone replaced that screw, and it's wrong. So I'm going to save the seal, because I'm going to try to order the correct screw right there. But right now we're going to put in the new jets. So I think to start off with, I'm going to be going with the 95 right there. And actually, you can tell someone's definitely been in this engine, because it was missing one of the pieces, which I have right here. I actually ordered two. I ordered one on accident, but okay. Is a jet holder for the main jet, and it was missing. So your jet just kind of falls into place like so. And actually, I'm gonna look at that for just a second. I don't think that goes in there. Oh, that kind of works. Hang on. No, this is not the. Yeah, no, it's too big. Alright, sorry. Thought I'd double check, but I'm gonna put the main jet in through there. I'm gonna put the other half of the jet in right there. We're gonna screw it in like so, and then we're gonna just stick it right in there, and we're gonna tighten it up using this little crescent wrench. Like I said, not the right tools for the job, but it is what I have on hand. So I'm not gonna try to give it all my strength. Might just break it in half. But then we have the pilot jet, which we are going to be screwing in right here. And the screwdriver is just a little bit too big, so we're gonna, actually I'm gonna save that out, because I'm gonna be having to use that later. Gonna replace that bit. We're just gonna tighten that down. Okay, so now that we have both the jets in, we have to put in the needle wherever. Oh, it's in this little bag. So it is very important to keep this clean. So we're gonna just, I'm not gonna let this touch the workbench. We're gonna just set this maybe right there onto the float. Stick that in there beautifully, and then stick the little pin through. And so that is the pretty much the majority of that all set up, which is great. So we're going to put the float bowl back on, which is pretty simple. It's just a matter of Oh wait, actually, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. We have to take out the seal right here on the float bowl. Ooh, this one's crusty. I'm gonna have to use this little bobby pin to get right underneath there and try to peel this up. Beautiful. So, because we do have a replacement seal for it. Great. That's actually not as bad as I thought it was. But look at the size difference. I don't know if this is gonna seal. That's like not the right seal at all. As much as I hate to say it, I'm gonna just have to use the old one because that's not the right size at all. Like, it's far from it. So, that sucks. I wish I knew that before. Whatever, we're gonna just put that on there. We're gonna put in these screws. And I'm gonna put in these screws, I'm gonna tie it off, and then we're gonna take off this manifold and take a look inside and replace this gasket right here. We'll be back in just a second. So I have half of the manifold taken off. I just loosened both, and I took off this one so I could swivel it around. And so we're gonna, let's take this, we're gonna take out this seal right here, and just take that out. You can see those are actually the same size. Like, this should have been, but clearly was not. But we're just gonna set that in there. Hopefully that should make a better seal than what it previously was. And we're gonna tie this back together, and then we'll take a look on the bike, and we'll probably replace the needle and stuff. So everything has been put back together on the main carb. Everything's probably working. We're gonna figure that out soon enough. We're gonna take this, throw that over here. These two we don't need. This we're gonna keep. This we don't need, but I'm gonna keep also. And then we're gonna, oh my god, okay, almost lost my second main jet. We're gonna do the needle and the seal up here on the bike. So don't make fun of my garage. It's a mess right now. Yeah, I know. But right now we're gonna just redo this. This is a pain to do, but you know, it is what it is. So we have to kind of, oh, well, it's not good for that. So we have to, oh, the seal's already wanting to come off. We're gonna push this in, pull this cable out, and just pull it until it does that. Take off this entire spring, that way we can just get the seal off. This one looks fine, but you know, I have a new one, so why not? Actually, that has a hole, that one does not. Whatever, I don't think it matters. Okay, and this needle, it's probably somewhat new. Oh, that's a horrible noise. Very bottom needle, oh my. Okay, whatever. So we have this new needle, which we're gonna look at the differences, and they are pretty much identical. So we're gonna stick this in, and this one is already kind of adjusted to what it should be, but you know, you never know till you do it. So we're gonna stick this back in there, which hurts my ears doing. Okay, we're gonna try to, yeah, this kind of going miserably. Let's see here, let's see if I can not hurt this well. Kind of. Whatever. You know what? We're just gonna. That's not what I wanted. Woo! Fine fish. Let's see. I have to just get this nice and even all the way around, which is harder to do than what it looks. That sounds, I guess, is what I meant to say. Please don't do that. Come on, just whatever. I think that's good. Probably not. It's probably gonna pop out, go into the intake, and explode the entire engine. But you know, I left the spring over there. How silly am I? So we have these. We're just gonna take this right here, we're gonna set that right in there if it'll go. And so it seems a little bit big. Whatever. We're not gonna worry about it. It'll make its own seal. So we're gonna put this spring on there. We're gonna just try to get this cable through with our fingers. Beautiful. And we're gonna try to do this. I don't know how well my efforts are gonna go through. Oh yeah, first try, beautiful. Not really. This seal is way too big. What were they doing? I don't know. I haven't heard of any other troubles with this rebuild kit. Maybe it's just mine, but some of the seals just don't work, which really sucks because I was looking forward to this kit. I ordered this off of Rocky Mountain. I do recommend Rocky Mountain ATV parts. Just look them up. It's the first one that pops up. Big old brand, which is awesome. So now we're just gonna get this in here, and we're gonna have to just line up the grooves. That sounds awful. I don't know if that went in or not. I really can't tell if it's going in or not. So I can't. Alright, so with the magic of editing, I'm back. My SD card filled and left me sitting alone for like another 5 minutes trying to get this all set up and on. And so it was a matter of just screwing it back together, and now I had to go okay, well there goes my power cord. That's awesome. But this was really simple, and it was just screwing it on, and now I had to go in and clear my SD card and then save it, and yeah, it was a mess. But now we have this all back together, almost. Shouldn't say all back together because we clearly don't. But all we have to do is tighten this to where, yeah, there we go. Because it leaks fuel if it doesn't, because this is the wrong size fuel hose. But we do have to mount this inner manifold to the actual head of the engine, and I have a new gasket and new bolts for that, so we're going to take a look at those just real fast. So we have a new gasket right here. Actually, hang on just 1 second. It's going to annoy me as how I'm making sure that you guys are also seeing what I'm seeing. I have a knife somewhere. Oh yeah, be careful not to damage the gasket. Just cut a little bit off right there, and open this up and just slide this thing back out. Beautiful. Make sure nothing's on the other side. Nope. We have these, which are my 2 bolts, and we're just gonna do that and then do that. That should be enough for me to get this open. There's one, uno. There's dos, 2. I think these are 10 mils if I'm not mistaken. Why? Like I said, my garage is a mess. We are clearing stuff out. We're gonna paint the house soon. Also, it's just normally a mess, but whatever. It's here. It is a 8 mil for anybody wondering if you bought these, which I doubt if anybody is, because this would be an awful instruction video, but you know. Oh, okay, whatever. We're gonna see. Actually, it looks like someone put that same gasket on there, that exact same one. Actually, I think this is a Honda brand gasket, so probably not. It's probably just the one from Honda. We're gonna grab this boot real quick, and we're actually gonna clear off. We're gonna clean off the surface. So 9 hours later, and we're done. And I guess 9 hours later, and a ruined knife or ruined blade, we're done. Kind of. It's not gonna make a perfect seal, but I think it'll work. And actually, I'm gonna grab this real quick and just good measures. Alright, we're gonna put this seal right on here. Alright, see, we have to clean up just a little bit. Screw that. Alright, we're just gonna put on the air filter. I got that all put back on, and we're gonna see if this thing will fire up. Also, this air filter, it would not idle for anything. Like, seriously, could not get it to idle at all with this air filter on it, because this is not the original air filter. Obviously, I did not put this on here. I did not want it on here. I want the original air box. So if anyone's got one, I guess let me know in the comments, even though I doubt that's ever gonna happen. But if you do, I'm very interested to know, and would like to purchase it from you. But that pretty much wraps it up. Alright, so I'm gonna give you a list of what's been done of it before we see if it leaks gas or anything. So it has Pro Taper gum grips, Pro Taper clutch handle, no front brake, that's my favorite one. Has a Tusk throttle cable, or throttle assembly and stuff. We have an aftermarket front brake kind of setup thing. This air filter, you know, newly rebuilt carburetor, all new oil and stuff, like brand new fluids, like changed like just the other day, and other tasteful modifications made by the idiot previous owner, or I guess his cousin. I don't know what the story was. Oh, and a broken kill switch. But key is on the on position. This will almost always start up first kick or internally gas and see if it leaks. Let that flip bowl go and fill up. We're actually gonna tilt this like that to make sure that it's getting the most there. It doesn't appear to be leaking at all. And again, don't know if this has gas, because it's kind of an important thing. Doesn't have much, so I'm gonna actually turn off the gas and go and put some gas in it. There, come on. Oh, my GoPro. Whatever. We're just gonna dump this in, I guess, a little bit sideways. Doesn't need much, but we're just gonna give her a good old tank full. Okay, just like that. Should be plenty of gas for what we're gonna do. We're gonna put this on here, and this bike actually has an interesting story about the engine, so hopefully I'll be able to tell you guys that in a future video. But now we're gonna turn the fuel back on. Make sure definitely it's getting fuel in the carburetor. Okay, and I don't think I'll need the choke, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. So let's see if it'll start first kick like it usually does. Get a little bit of gas. warm up for just a second. I'll let it warm up, and we'll take it around the yard, I guess, which needs to be mowed. So, let's see here. I couldn't get what I was going to say in the video is I couldn't actually get the dirt bike to idle or run very well. When again, the higher RPMs, it would cut out really bad, and it wouldn't do it in lower RPMs, but honestly, I don't know why it's doing that. I'm just going to have to keep on adjusting the carburetor to hope to fix it. But if any of you guys know, please leave in the comments below. That way, hopefully, we can get this done a little bit faster. In the next video, what I'm hoping to be able to do is have a little bit of a setup on a helmet with a GoPro and a mic, and that way I'll be able to do a proper ride at like an open space place. Like, I'm going to take this dirt bike out to a farm where I have plenty of space to ride, and that's where it's probably going to stay at. But when it's over there, I'm going to do riding videos a lot. That's kind of what this channel is. I have nothing else to do. I figure a little bit productive, being a little bit productive wouldn't be a bad thing. But yeah, that's probably it for this video, as much as I hate to say it. But I might do a video later on today about trying to get it running right, if I can adjust it correctly. And I'm thinking it's the air filter, but I just don't know. But it's also about to rain. It's really hot and humid outside, so I don't really want to go outside and work in that hot garage. So I think I'm probably just going to take a break today and maybe work on it tomorrow. And I hope you guys have an awesome 4th of July. Stay safe out there with the virus going on and everything. Social distance as much as you can, even wear a mask. Just remember, being cool isn't as fun as you're in quarantine because you have coronavirus. So it's better to be safe than be cool. So I want to wish you guys, like I said, all happy 4th of July, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.